So what I'm going to do in this video is replace the radio, and this is what I got. And these are a really good radio. I bought it on eBay for $220, and it's free shipping and no tax. And it's a Bluetooth radio. And here in the state of California, we can't talk on the phone while driving without a hands-free device. And the kind you put in your ear are absolutely terrible. So the best way to do that is put one of these type of radios in it. When somebody calls you, you just push the button on it and talk. And it also, I use a GPS on my phone a lot. So then it actually stops the song and gives you directions each time. This is called a double din radio because it's like 4 inches wide. The one that's in it's a single, but it'll go right in here. And I've already replaced the door speakers. I'll show that in another, I'll put that at the end of this video. Yeah, another big advantage with these radios is it plays all the songs on your phone, so you never even need to use any CDs. And this one also plays DVDs. Yeah, so the first thing you're going to want to do is pull the old radio out. This one's not in here very good, so it pulls out easy. And if you have the stock radio in it, you're going to have to buy this wiring harness adapter. And they sell it at like Best Buys and stuff, but since this already has an aftermarket radio, I don't have to do that. And I think the plastic comes off around here. Yeah, and this plastic right here, it just pulls off. And then you can get to these screws down here to take this whole piece out of here. Yeah, so I just took this piece out. So now what we want to do is mount the radio into this piece. Yeah, so now I'm going to take and hook all these wires to this connector. This long green wire, this is supposed to go to the parking brake lever so that the DVD player only works when the parking brakes are on. All you have to do is hook this to ground with the black wire, and then it works all the time. So that's how I'm going to hook that up because I don't want to run that wire. And I also need some kind of a piece that goes in here to cover up that gap, but it mounts on the original mounts perfectly. Yeah, so I took and soldered and heat shrink tubing all these wires. These 3 wires don't get used. This is for a backup camera, an amp, and if you have it where it's got a button on the steering wheel where you can mute the radio, that's what this gets hooked up to. These should be capped off. What I'm going to do is pull these out of the connector because I'm never going to have anything that's going to need that. Yes, I just went online. It's got the most current software on it. The one I put in my truck about, I guess, 6 to 8 months ago, I upgraded the software. So now, before this goes in there, you have to hook the microphone up. And I always like to put it up here by where the rear view mirror is hooked onto the headliner. Some people put it down in the steering column, but I think it works better up there. And then you also got this USB cable. That's for upgrading the software. I tie it up behind the glove box, so if I ever have to get to this, then I can do that. Yeah, and the USB cable, I got it ran to where it comes out like right down here, just so you can still plug a USB flash drive into it if you ever have to update the software. Yeah, and this seems to always be the best place to mount this microphone. And you just take it and run the wire down here. I didn't pull this off completely to do this. Yeah, so I found the easiest way to run this wire was to take this VIN out and then take the cluster out, and then you can run it across to the radio. It's easier than trying to run it under the dash. Yeah, I got it all in there. I just got to find that piece that covers up the gap around the radio, and that's it. I know they sell those. Yes, I got the radio completely in there. I got this piece that goes around the radio from a place that installs radios. They just gave it to me free. And then I took it on the belt sander and ground it down and made it fit in there. And I glued it with a glue gun a little bit on the outside. And the reason I did that is this is the work beater car. If I ever decide to put this radio on something else, I won't want it glued, any glue on the actual radio. And I can get another one of those anytime I want. The piece that goes around it. Yeah, so what I'm going to do today to the Prelude is replace the door speakers. And I got these Pioneer speakers at Best Buy. And they're 6.5-inch ones. And they're real shallow like the original ones, so they'll fit in here. And these can take up to 320 watts. The original ones are only 15 watts. The radio won't be here until Thursday, and today's Saturday. Yeah, and these speakers go in here perfectly. Even the holes line up. Only thing I had to do was cut these little ears off that stick out, and that's it. Yeah, and there's still going to be one more Prelude video. I'm just waiting on a couple more parts to get here, then I'll finish the last video.